Not just a great horror movie, The Exorcist remains one of the all-time great movies. But when the franchise has become a law of diminishing returns and has just been dragged through the mud, the reality is that this initial film should never have been given the franchise treatment. However, when Jason Blum arrived, he who has become noted for making little horror movies and dead franchises feel fresh again, there was genuine excitement. Hi everyone, Nico Lura here from the Silver Screen Dudes, and this is my reaction for Exorcist the Believer. Now, Jason Blum, as I just mentioned, has got pedigree of making really good horror movies with very little budget. Case in point, The Invisible Man. That's the one that really stands out to me, but there are many. Just look at Blumhouse Productions. They have got a track record of making successful horror movies that are genuinely well received and are made on a little to nothing budget. So nothing but respect for Jason Blum. So the positives with The Exorcist, the Exorcist Believer, Exorcist the Believer, I don't know. This Exorcist movie. The sound design and the art direction in this are genuinely quite brilliant, which is so important in a movie that relies on creeps and scares to drag you in. The big sound beats really do hit home when they need to. Are you looking for Reagan? And the design on the girls who are possessed, it's reminiscent of the 70s movie. It's fantastic. The performances in this are pretty good all round. Like, you know, sometimes in these lower budget horror movies, you do get quite ham-fisted performances. Not so here. Really good performances from the young girls, from the parents, all round. Nothing to complain about in that department. The initial first 30 to 40 minutes, I'd say, of the movie, I found quite engaging. The young girl this movie centers on has got a tragic but infinitely relatable story, and her reasons for playing with the spirit world, yeah, you completely understand them, and some of us may even go there, so to speak. And of course things go wrong. She and her far less developed other girl in this movie, she and her friend become possessed, and here we are. We're in the movie. And unfortunately, it's everything that happens after the possession that made me go, because it's so predictable. The very fact that one girl is more developed than the other, you can see where this movie's heading. I don't want to sound too negative, but this movie wasn't very good, guys. It wasn't scary. It had some jump scares which were effective.
Where's the other girl?
And there was a kind of sense of creepiness, but the fact that the exorcism itself was so underwhelming, the fact that where the narrative direction the exorcism heads in is so predictable that it's actually painful. And then, you know, you throw in Ellen Burstyn, and then you realize that Ellen Burstyn is nothing more than a vessel to add some time onto this movie. It's cheap fan service with zero substance. She's in it for all of 10 minutes. And genuinely, if you took her out the movie would be exactly the same. Nothing comes from her being in the movie that the characters wouldn't have got to or learnt by themselves anyway. Which is sad, considering that she's literally the franchise icon. But yeah, I'm not going to dawdle on here. I'm going to score Exorcist, or The Exorcist Believer, 4 out of 10. It lacks scares, it lacks thrills, and despite some good sound design and some good art direction and some okay to good performances, it offers very little else in the way of substance. Even for passive fans, this would be a hard sell. For die-hard horror fans, I don't know how I can really recommend this one to you. So over to you guys. I want to know what you thought of The Exorcist Believer. Where does it rank for you in the franchise? Did you even like it? There should be another review for you to check out right here and a subscribe button up here at the top. So do hit those for me, and I will see you guys very soon on the next video right here on the Silver Screen Dudes.